Hello, my name is Morgan Ratai, and the purpose of this video is to just share a little bit about our clean eating challenge with you. I'm going to go through the 5 main components that our program is built around, and then a few common questions or misconceptions that I've heard of in my few years of coaching people through this program. So, like I said, our program is broken up into 5 main components, those being number 1, eating clean, so clean eating. Number 2, eliminating foods that are bad or don't serve your body. Number 3, increasing nutrient absorption. Number 4, balancing blood sugar and pH. And number 5, supporting the elimination organs. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about those, starting with number 1, clean eating. So what is clean eating? Basically, clean eating is eating whole foods. When you go to the grocery store and you're looking at the foods that you're going to buy, ask yourself the question, was this once living? If it was, that's the foods you need to eat. We encourage organic, free range, grass fed meats and eggs, and absolutely no processed foods. Number 2, eliminating the bad foods. So the bad foods are the foods that when we put them in our body, they are potential allergens or toxins and can cause inflammation and other symptoms inside of our bodies. These foods that we eliminate are sugar, gluten, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, artificial sweeteners and additives, soy, corn, white potatoes, white rice and flour, peanuts, vinegar, and high sugar fruits. So in our clean eating challenge, we actually go through these foods and let you know exactly why we encourage you to eliminate them. There is a purpose to it, and mainly it's because we want to help you find out which foods are causing a problem. So you might be wondering, do I have to eliminate those all forever? And that is not the purpose of our program. So we walk you through how to eliminate them for 30 days and then how to slowly reintroduce them so you can figure out which foods might not be doing such great things in your body, and you may choose to eliminate those or reduce how much you take them in after the 30 days. The thing I really love about our program, though, is you can really focus on what you get to eat. So there's tons of foods and delicious foods that you can eat that fit within the parameters of our clean eating program. The third component is increased nutrient absorption. So basically what this means is when food goes into your intestines, that's where all of the food gets broken down and gets absorbed into our bloodstream, where it can go to our muscles and go to our cells and do all of the good work that it's meant to do. When we have potential allergens and toxins in our body, what can happen is we can have inflammation in the insides of our intestines. And when that happens, think like if you have something that's inflamed, like a cut that gets red and swollen, it's your body, that's exactly what's happening in your intestines, and it's unable to absorb those nutrients as effectively. We want to make sure that by eliminating the bad stuff, we can absorb the right nutrients. And when we eliminate the bad stuff, that's actually a whole lot easier. This is where Arbonne's amazing products come into play, because we help support whole foods by adding in the nutrients that you need through our products like our protein powders and our fizz sticks and our omegas to help support the good whole foods that you're eating during the program. By reducing the stress on our bodies, hence by eliminating the bad stuff, we actually are supporting our natural elimination organs and helping our body to do exactly what it's meant to do. Number 4, balancing blood sugar and pH. So most people can understand where balancing blood sugar would be important. Maybe you felt those highs and those lows of a sugar crash, especially mid-afternoon at work, and then you just feel like you can't make it through the afternoon without a coffee or a chocolate bar or maybe something salty. What we're doing in our program is we're balancing blood sugar levels by eliminating artificial sugars and also working on limiting how much sugar we're taking into our body, even if it's natural, so that we can help maintain a constant energy throughout our day. Now, blood pH, or pH is the one that gets maybe a bit more confusing. So in our organs in our body, we need different pHs. For example, our stomach needs to have an acidic pH, a very acidic pH. It's crucial in order to kill bacteria that come in through our foods and also to activate the enzymes to break down our foods properly. But when we get to our bloodstream, we need to actually have an alkaline environment, which means more basic. The way that this happens is by eating foods that help produce an alkaline environment. When we're consuming foods like sugars and caffeines and other acidic forming foods, When their waste is produced, they actually make an acidic waste, and that acidic waste goes into the bloodstream. Our kidneys can't keep up with that because our kidneys are our blood filters, and the acid waste has to go somewhere, and it ends up going to our cells, and it sits in and around our tissues and cells, essentially acting like poisons in and around our cells. That's when we start to feel like the achy, tired, fatigue, all of those symptoms. That's because of an acidic environment in our blood pH. And the last one, supporting our elimination organs. So like I said, we have natural elimination organs in our body, and we need to help them do exactly what they're meant to do. So an example of these organs are our kidneys and our liver. Those are the main ones that are doing the elimination and the cleaning, the cleansing of our blood and our body. These are the main doors and drains of the body, and we actually have a few primary ones, the liver and the kidneys, and then we have secondary ones like our skin and our lungs through breathing and through sweating. These are all ways that wastes and toxins are removed from our bodies. Think of your body like a bathtub. So if the drain is the organs, then the water coming in are the toxins. And when you have a normal working drain, so everything, all your organs are working properly, then the water, aka toxins, come in and they leave through the drain and everything is working great. When you have some clogs or some drains or organs that aren't working properly, then you have an overflow, right? You have that water that comes in, it starts getting clogged, it can't leave through the drains, and so eventually the bathtub overflows. This is an example of what's happening when we have toxin overload in our bodies. The majority of us don't support these organs on a daily basis, so a couple ways that we could do that is through 100 conscious breaths to help support our lungs, through chewing your foods 31 times, sweating through non-toxic products in our skin, and drinking half your body weight in water for your kidneys. Most of us aren't doing that, and so through our program we help support that. Also, the drains, so when they get clogged, we get that toxicity buildup, and we might experience that through fatigue, thinning of nails, hormone imbalance, PMS, and joint pain, to name a few. If we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to keep getting what we're getting, and so we wanted the last big part of our clean eating program is supporting those elimination organs, which is so crucial. So by unplugging the drain through our program with proper nutrition, we're helping to clean the drain and help melt the fats away. Another way to support these organs is by moving your body through exercise and to help reduce stress and eliminate toxins. That might be through reducing the stress by eliminating foods that are causing inflammation, or it might be through reducing stress in work and practicing meditation and things like that. So those are the 5 main pillars of our program. Now I just want to cover a couple of misconceptions or questions people have had. So the first one is that the cleanses or fad diets are unnecessary. And I would 100% agree with the people that say this to me. Our program is not a lemonade cayenne diet. It's not a drink of water all day. There is no starving. You are feeding your body. If you're hungry, you need to eat. Our program is not a diet. It is a lifestyle program, and it helps you to learn the things that you need to learn so that you can take this through your whole life. I think the sign of a fad diet would be something where you can only do it for 30 days and then you need to change back, or you can only do it for a week or a couple days and then you need to change. Our program is 100% something you can live the rest of your life in. You don't ever have to change it, or at the end we do give you ways that you can transition to more of an 80-20 lifestyle, because we all have those things that happen in our lives and those events that happen in our lives where we want to have a little bit of flexibility. Second one, I don't want to drink my meals. So yeah, part of our program are shakes, and they are liquid shakes. And so there's a couple things that we suggest for this. We obviously suggest 2 shakes a day for weight loss, if that's what your goal is. And that's only because those shakes are a perfect meal replacement. They have all the nutrients you need in order to truly replace a meal. And so when you do that, you're getting everything you need, but you don't need to think about, what do I need to cook today? What are the 3 meals and the 3 snacks I need to cook today in order to make it through the day? It just makes it simpler. We also have an option to do one shake a day, which can help to, provide that one quick meal. Maybe it's your lunch or your breakfast that you need something quick and on the go, and then you get recipes for the whole 30 days to help support the rest of the meals within our clean eating guidelines. This is the biggest one I get, and I felt the same way. I can't live without blank. So if you listen to that list of things that we eliminate, there's a few ones that people really love, like cheese or dairy, caffeine, which was mine, and alcohol, which some people just can't live without that glass of red wine, or so they think. I am living proof to tell you that you can do anything for 30 days. I was a teacher when I started this program, and I actually had a Keurig by my desk right there with me so I could have a few cups of coffee a day. And when I did this, I actually eliminated coffee for 3 months. I love coffee, and when I'm following an 80-20 lifestyle, I still have a cup or two, but I know, I have to tell you, it was almost empowering to be able to eliminate it for the 30 days because I knew it didn't have control over me. If you feel like you can't live without it, it actually is kind of controlling your life. And so it's really empowering to know that you can live without it. When you realize why you're doing this, whatever your reason is, maybe you want more energy, maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you just want to, stop having those sugar crashes in the afternoon. When you realize why you're doing something, anything is possible. And lastly, I don't want to pay for a program. I can do it by myself. So this was also one that I have experienced, and a few people have said to me since I've started coaching this program. And it actually took me a year to be convinced, as you could say, or before I saw the light and understood what the program was truly about. And when I did it, I lost 15 pounds and felt the best I'd felt in a really long time. And the reason why it took me a year was because I thought, that's a lot of money, and I could do this on my own. I don't need any special products or any support. I can do this on my own. Once I learned all the information that we share in the program, and you get added to a Facebook page where you have tons of tips and information, it's changed my life. Like, I can't imagine not knowing and not having those tools that the program Facebook page provides. You also, as I mentioned, get 30 days of meals. You get personal coaching and access to a private Facebook page with information and guidance to make this a lifestyle change and not a diet. I think that's the added bonus. The free added bonus is the best part of the program. I really want to emphasize in closing that this is a lifestyle program and not a diet program. It is not a fad diet, and it is something that it will change your lifestyle going forward when you really commit to it. The other thing that I love, and I've mentioned it briefly, is that this is an easy program for people to integrate into their life. I know it seems kind of like maybe unappealing to have shakes every day unless you're used to that. If you're used to eating food and you love, maybe you have that connection to eating a good meal, it might seem daunting to change to shakes, but I can tell you, I actually got kind of addicted to them as the month went on, and I can't imagine not having them now. And that's the thing, is that having that one shake or 2 shakes a day makes it so much easier because you don't have to worry about what are you packing for lunch, or what are you going to cook the next morning for breakfast. I found that when you're unprepared, myself included, that it's so much easier to fall off the tracks. And so having those shakes and being able to take them with you and not have to think about it makes it so much easier to succeed with this program. It's easy to implement into your everyday routine. And when you join, I'll actually go through with you, what is your lifestyle like? How can I help support you? And what ways can we help make this the best fit for you, and how it can become a part of your lifestyle? So I just want to thank you for taking a couple minutes to watch this video, and I would love to hear your support, your feedback after you've watched this. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.